Hey everybody, this is Sean with Forge Blade Works here. Just wanted to give you a quick update and an idea for anyone that's here in the Puna district or anywhere near an active volcano. Right now we have a situation where the air quality is suffering, although it's actually improving right now. After the sun came up, the winds are kind of blowing some of the stuff out. But it got me working up some ideas for how to deal with potential SO2 or sulfur dioxide gas filtering. We've actually traveled around. We took some pictures and stuff in the neighborhood and found out that there was smoke and basically a plume coming up behind the community center and all that stuff. The filters in your car through air conditioning, as long as you press the recirculation button, which is the button that basically looks like this. Has a picture of a car, and it's basically got an arrow that goes like this. If you turn that on, it basically filters the air that's inside the car back through the system, and it definitely improves the air quality because it's going through that little cotton filter multiple times. Now, what also has helped are these guys here, although because they're just dry filters as well, you still get some of that, I can smell it right now, the kind of sulfury, matchlit, kind of stinky smell. So these help, but not everyone has these. They're kind of expensive. This is like a $40 thing. This is like an $80 to, $500 thing, depending on the quality of it. Mine's cheap. But people usually have this around, the rags. We've got baking soda, and this is just wood ash that I got out of our my forge. The black stuff is, impurities and stuff, and it's not pure, but basically what this is lye. Now, sulfur dioxide in an industrial setting, it's regulated by OSHA, and only 100 parts per million can be lethal to a person, because what happens is, as those particles come in to your lungs, they make contact with the water, and they turn into sulfuric acid, which of course gets dispersed. It's not a whole lot, but it doesn't take a lot to really hurt you in the long run. So people usually don't necessarily have that on hand. They might have rags on hand. What I've done is, all you need to do this to make your own volcanic gas mask, and this is, I'm pretty engineering savvy, but I'm not a professional engineer. I am not a chemist. I am not a government paid scientist, but at the same time, we haven't heard from them in 15 hours, which is a little upsetting. There's been no updates on civil defense or anything in that time. So take this as it is. If you think you're going to need this, the only thing that it might happen is, it's very basic solution. If you have it on your skin too long, it might cause irritation. So keep that in mind. Wash it off after you take it off. This is just an emergency plan here. I'm not a doctor. So if you think this will help you, I'm glad I could help. Besides from that, lye and baking soda, or basically unrefined lye and baking soda. You take that, you put it in some water, mix it up into a solution, and when you take your finger out, you'll know you got it right. Or at least you know that it's more effective, because you got a slipperiness to it like soap would. And you're just going to take your rag and make sure that it's big and clean. You just dip it in there. You squeeze out the moisture so it's just damp, because you still need to breathe through this. And you just use this, as dirty as it is, to cover your face. And it should be okay. It'll help a little bit with capturing some of that sulfur dioxide, and it'll neutralize any of the acidity to it. It smells like a fire, but it might help. Anyway, guys, Sean O'Hanlon, Forge Blade Works. Best luck to all you out there. Stay safe.